I was on Reddit the other day and I noticed that everyone is doing nothing but posting God packs on Reddit. Like the only thing I see on the Pokemon Pocket Reddit is God pack, God pack, God pack. Then I realized like an idiot, I was looking at the Pokemon Pocket Post Your God Pack Reddit. So that's on me. But I thought it was fun to look at all of these God packs and rate them, which is what I will be doing in today's video. Come along with me, Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw, as I rate some of the God packs that you submitted to me on Twitter. Let's do this. This is the God pack from Golden Sparkles. It says the one I got, sadly. So I'm gonna rate God packs on a scale I think 1 to 10. I think 1 to 10 is very fair, and I can probably explain why I'm thinking what I'm thinking when I look at them. So this first God pack right here is actually pretty good. They said I got one, sadly, but I like this God pack a lot. First off, one thing to notice here, and not everybody has the moment they pulled this, so they might not have this showing up, but this is 4 new cards. Not only is it 4 new cards, it is essentially kind of like 5 new cards. Really, I mean, they don't have, you know, the Garchomp yet. They have 4 new cards. All of them are 2 stars. Now, one issue with this God pack, at the time, this didn't exactly feel like this, but now in the future, you can recognize that a lot of these cards aren't very meta, right? Like Garchomp EX has a spot, Leafeon has a spot, Glaceon never really found a good place in the meta, and then Irida is good for water decks. I would say, overall, we don't have any crowns, right? We barely have any dupes. We don't have dupe is short for duplicate, by the way. And now that I've explained it, it's long. We don't have any 1 stars. We don't have any shinies. This is a pretty good God pack. I would say this is at least a 7 out of 10. I like this God pack a lot, honestly. If I pulled this, I'd be pretty stoked. Griefus says, after 17,000 pulls, I finally pulled this. Now at the start of this God pack, you have Chimchar, shiny Chimchar, which is a disappointment. Then right into a 2-star Jumpluff. I love Jumpluff. I think this is a really fun card. Back to back, same 2-star Jumpluff. A little tough when you go back to back like that, but then bang, crown rare. And then bang, crown rare again. Now here's the tough thing. One, you might not want duplicates of some of these cards, right? If you've got crown rares, like duplicate crown rares is an insanely good God pack, and the lowest I could put a duplicate crown rare God pack with another 2-star in here, by the way, that's new, is an 8 out of 10. And I'm only being like slightly, like, I think this is an insanely good God pack, and I'm probably underrating it right now. 2 crown rares, of which you had none in the set, is insanely good. I mean, let's be real. This 8's probably way too low for this God pack. From Gameplaya, this is from the new set. It is Ho-Oh EX, it is Lily, it is Dialga EX, it is Lusamine. So this is a 4-card God pack, all 2 stars, all awesome cards. You get 2 trainers in here. I mean, yes, professors would be better, right? And maybe 2 more meta cards. So Ho-Oh is okay. And Dialga is not so hot right now. Like Dialga hasn't had a spot in the meta for a while. However, this is a great God pack in the new set. I would say this is like a 7.5 out of 10. This actually, maybe this is more of an 8, and our last God pack is probably closer to like an 8.5. This is a great God pack. No crowns, right? But no like crazy chase card like Professor's Research, but still, I love this God pack. This one's excellent. From JG, we have what almost turns into one of the unintentionally greatest God packs of all time. Shiny Charmander, boo.
No, God! No, God, please, no! No!
Barrel EX, what? Barrel EX, what? Barrel EX, what? And Barrel EX. This is not a good God pack. Let's be real. This is one of the most trolly God packs I have ever seen. However, let's also be real. This is kind of epic. Like if that Charmander was a Barrel EX, like if it was another one of the like full art Barrel EX, I would say in some ways it's a 10 out of 10 God pack. I almost want to give this like a 9 out of 10, but I do recognize this is in some ways like a 4 out of 10. This is what this God pack is. This God pack is not great. but it's a story. And I don't know if you can beat that. I mean, you'll be able to tell your grandkids about this God Pack. Next, from Zaldanork, we have this God Pack, which is, it has a lot going on. It has Volkner, then it has Volkner, then it has Croagunk, then it has Croagunk, and then it has Dialga. The pros, no shinies. The negatives, 2 1-stars that you already have, a 2-star Dialga that you already have. I actually don't mind the back-to-back Volkners. That's like the best part of this God Pack. And Volkner is a cool card, and you have like some fun decks you can make with it. However, you only get essentially one new card, right? You get 2 Volkners, which is cool, but you only get 1 new card to fill out your collection. 2 1-stars, Dialga, and you've already got it. To me, this feels like a 4.75 out of 10. It's not a stellar God Pack. I could tell by their post also, they didn't feel great about it. Constant Entity here says, I might have pulled the worst God Pack of all time. Shiny Magnemite, 1-star Blossom, Shiny Magneton. We have a Smeargle and a Scizor. I feel bad for this God Pack. Because as you're going through it, you're realizing it's a God Pack. This is like you are with the person that you wanted to be with your whole life. It was your high school sweetheart. You met him in college, whatever it was. This was your person. And then the relationship just starts to slowly decay, and you find out one day that they're leaving, and they give you this God Pack. It would be bad. I don't like this at all. This is like truly... outside of the fact that they got 1 new card, this is like a 1.25 out of 10. Maybe it's like a 2 out of 10. I guess it could be worse.
No, detectives.
Let them go.
Davina Rose says they had back-to-back God Packs, so I'm gonna rate them both right here. We have Shiny Machoke, Sophocles, pretty cool even though it's not meta. This Solgaleo EX is one of my favorite arts. I love this Solgaleo EX. And a 2-star Lily, which is cool. And then a 1-star Kamala. This is a pretty good God Pack. I love the Solgaleo personally, and I think it's a card that could always come back into the meta. Sophocles, Lily should be a pretty relevant card for a long time as well. This is a solid God Pack with a lot of new hits. I would say this is like a 6.5, maybe even a 7 out of 10. Now their second God Pack that they pulled one day later, we have Dhelmise EX, Sandygast, another Solgaleo, Shiny Starmie, and Rockruff. I think you can't really be too upset for this person because they're kind of hitting the jackpot here. Also, all new cards in this, which is cool. So they hit 2 1-stars, they hit a shiny, fine, and they hit 2 2-stars. Unfortunately, Dhelmise is kind of bad, and they already got the better looking, in my opinion, Solgaleo, but this is still cool. I would say this is about a 5 out of 10. All new cards really helps this God Pack. M. Lloyd hit this in Mythical Island, Budding Expeditioner, Gyarados EX, Salandit 1-star, Aerodactyl EX with that sick Aerodactyl art, and Blue. Meta-wise, not a lot of these cards are super relevant. However, you could make decks with like multiple aspects of them. Blue never really was a thing. Budding is extremely specific. Gyarados isn't really around anymore. And Aerodactyl is a fossil at this point. However, pulling this during Mythical Island is pretty legendary, right? That's when they pulled this setup. So I would have to say for the time, with it being 4 new cards, all 2-stars, I like this a lot, and Gary was really good at the time. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a 7.125 out of 10. From Shrugs, shout out to Shrugs, we have 2 God Packs. The first one right here from Genetic Apex, we have a 1-star Dragonite, a 2-star Mewtwo, which is pretty good, a Ditto, it's only fair for Ditto to copy itself, and a Pidgeot. This is a rough God Pack. It's not ideal. It's all cards they clearly already had as well. Maybe we're not seeing that right in this order, but I believe this is all cards they had, and 4 of them are 1-stars. This is a pretty rough God Pack. It's not terrible. You do get a 2-star of a card that was really good at the time, Mewtwo EX. I would have to say this feels like kind of a 4.613 out of 10. Now their second God Pack here was from Shining Revelry, it looks like. Or wait, was Beedrill? Yeah, Beedrill was like this in Shining Revelry, right? Yeah, this is Revavroom, Beedrill, Giratina EX, 2-star, Beedrill again, and a Crown Rare Pokeball. I don't know if they had 2 Crown Rares already. I have to assume they didn't. Maybe they had 1. Getting a Crown Rare of one of the best chase cards in the entire game automatically makes this a good God pack. Then you get 2 Beedrills, which is really fun. Revavroom, who cares? And Giratina, a nice art for Giratina that not a lot of people have. This feels like an 8, maybe an 8.167 out of 10. The Crown Rare Pokeball is amazing right here. Rosander's had 2 so far. Right here, they have a Shinx, Pachirisu EX, Heatran, Darkrai EX, and Lucario. 3 of them being new, 2 2-stars, 3 1-stars. I don't love this God pack. There are a few things I like about it. It's nice having some new cards. I'll give this one like right in the middle, 5 out of 10. Their second God pack, Minior, then Crown Lunala, then Shiny Ghastly, and Tapu Fini. This is a weird one. They get a crown, so you can't be too mad at a crown. This is at least a 6, maybe like a 7, at least a 7, but it's also not a stellar God pack in any other way. So yeah, I think I'm gonna give this a 7. I mean, it's hard to go lower on a crown, right? From Buzzer Bob, their one and only Palkia Crown, Palkia Immersive, 2-star Weavile. I never got that one, that is sick. Right into a Shellos and another Palkia Immersive. If you're a Palkia fan, this is a 9.625 out of 10. And if you're not a Palkia fan, you have a Crown and great Weavile art, plus another Immersive. Maybe you only had one, now you got a bunch. I feel like this is a really solid one. I'm gonna give this one an 8.5 out of 10. From Blaine, we have 2 God packs. We have Morlul, Executor 2-star Shiny, Guzma Immersive, which is cool, plus the other Guzma and an Alolan Muck that they already have. I don't love this God pack, but I don't hate it either. I feel like this is like, I'm gonna give this like a 5.5 out of 10. And then their second God pack, 2-star Entei, Milotic, Crown Rare Mantike, Better Art Poliwrath, and a Shiny Gibble. I really like this. I like that they got multiple new cards in this as well. And they got things that are like useful for building a lot of the new decks in the set, plus a crown. This one's going to be an 8.5 for me. From Alec here, we have a God pack. We have Shiny Haunter, Shiny Wartortle, Shiny Execute, and 2 Guzmas. It's all new, so there's something there. And it's not fun. It's not the most fun God pack, I'm not gonna lie. Multiple shinies, 2 Guzmas is cool, and I really do like that 2-star Guzma art that you don't get to see that much of. But I do understand why they feel like a little bummed by this when other people are getting multiple crown rares and stuff. I'm gonna give this one 5.06 out of 10. We have 2 God packs here from Salad. It goes Crown Rare Mewtwo, which they already had. Mewtwo 2-star, Marowak 2-star, Cubone, Golbat. This is a pretty solid pack. The only issue is they already had the Crown Rare Mewtwo. If they didn't have the Crown Rare Mewtwo, this is amazing. Considering that they already pulled it, obviously this is specific to this person. This is fine. You can't hate on a crown. 7 out of 10. Their next God pack, however, Dedenne, Pidgeot, Blue, Dedenne, Blue. Blue is cool, but not a very useful card. You definitely don't need 2 of them, and all the other cards they have. I know they were bummed about this God pack, and I would be a little disappointed as well, outside of the blue, which I think is pretty cool. Outside of the blue. 4.615 out of 10. From Haley, the second pack they ever opened in TCG Pocket. Full art Gary, we got the 1-star. We have Wiggly, 2-star full art. We have the Squirtle, we have Lieutenant Surge, and we have Wigglytuff. There are a lot, like, I don't have either of those Wigglies. I don't have that Lieutenant Surge. This is a pretty cool God pack. And it being your second pack, like, that's kind of ludicrous. Like, not even kind of. That is fully ludicrous. I mean, yeah, I like this. And getting it so early, that's crazy. I'm gonna give this like a 7.25 out of 10. From Moontail, we have Revavroom, Pokemon Center Lady, Varoom, and Beedrill. This is like pretty good. PCL is a good card. You will be using it, and the art's really cool. The other shinies are fine. This feels like a middle-of-the-road God pack. You're definitely not mad about it. I'm gonna give it a 5.615. Aroshia's first God pack here is Starmie EX, Slowpoke, Charizard, Alakazam, and Sabrina. They had all of these cards, by the way. I still don't have the Sabrina, and it hurts me every day. This is a pretty solid God pack, but it is always a bummer to get a God pack full of cards you already have. But that means they're already kind of lucky, and there are some decks that run multiple Sabrinas. That Char is amazing. I'm going to give this one a 7 out of 10, but I understand why it's disappointing. Their next God pack here, Dragonite EX, Arbok, Pinsir, and Sylveon EX. This for them is better, even though the other one in some ways is a better God pack, right? 2 of the Dragonites and 1 of the Sylveons. I like this a lot. I'm going to give this one a 7.61. 268 out of 10. SMA Vlogs here pulled this with under 500 cards pulled. This is 2 Leafeons, a Glaceon, the pretty Glaceon, a Berry, and the Crown Arceus. This is a sick pack. Tons of new stuff. Like, honestly, every single card they hadn't seen before, right? So it's 5 new cards, essentially, but 4 new cards, 1 dupe that's already in here, and the Crown Rare. I'm going to give this one an 8.7128 out of 10. From Water Daniels here, we have Irida, we have Garchomp EX, Glaceon EX, Leafeon. By the way, the art that they pulled here is all amazing, right? Celestic Town Elder, you really don't get to see too much. Irida is a pretty meta card depending on the water deck. Garchomp, Glaceon, Leafeon. I love the art in this set so much. I finally did pull that Garchomp, I pulled the other Garchomp, right? But I do have the Glaceon and Leafeon. I think that art is so good. I'm going to give this one all new cards too. I'm going to give this one a 7.968512 out of 10. Future Wolf here has 4 God packs with less than 11k cards. Aerodactyl, Crown Nihilego. We have multiple shinies that you get in this one. In this next one here, we have Lickitung, Togepi, and Crobat EX. Following that, we have Mew, Gyarados, 2 Gyarados EXs, Marshadow and Dedenne, as well as Bibarel, Clodsire, Iono, Dondozo, and Wiglet. And they already had this Iono. I don't know. I mean, just this person has incredible luck. Their luck factor is like a 9.165 out of 10. From Stupid Blobfish, that's their name, by the way. I didn't just, their name isn't Blobfish and I added that. Can you imagine if I go through this whole video, I'm like reading everyone's God packs, then at one point I'm like, yeah, from this stupid person. We have Guzma, Muck, and Decidueye. I mean, you know, the second Muck, you're like, oh wow, another Muck. The third Muck, you're like, all right, dude. Like, they're partway through the God pack, it stabs you in the back, you know? You thought you were really cool, and you find out they've been the ones sabotaging you the whole time. This has been your mom who's been calling and texting you from the blocked number. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's okay. But if you do, what on earth was she doing? All right, this is just really weird. And for it being so weird, even though there are good cards in it, I'm giving it a 4.16582 out of 10. From Steven Chan here, this person has 6 God packs. They said they posted the best 4. Posted the best 4? What on earth? And these are good too. The Crown Rare in that one is awesome. You have Crown Rare and you have beautiful Solgaleo. I'm mad at you. This one was submitted by Dan. I don't know if I've ever seen this outside of a God pack, but they have 2 Crown Rares in the same non-God pack. So it's not a God pack, but it's better than many of the God packs we've seen today. Crazy.
It was awesome.
This is as close to a 10 out of 10 that I've seen from the new set, but I think I've seen someone post it slightly better. This is Rare Candy, Lusamine, Professors, Lusamine. Of course, like the 10 out of 10 from the set is Rare Candy, Professors, Professors. Unless you're a collector, then it's Rare Candy, Professors, and then 2 of the 2 stars you're looking for. But this is really close to the best God pack you could possibly get from the new set. Insanely good. Thank you all for submitting your God packs. If you enjoyed this, I'll have another one coming soon. I love you guys. I will see you all next time. Yeehaw. What did I just do? What was that? We've been recording for a while. I saluted them. Why did I salute them?